That's an old one. Intro roulette.
Welcome to the Still Dripping Happy Hour. This is your host Mason. We're going with a new vibe. Trying to figure out. We're just playing Hayes Beat Roulette for our intro today.
That's right. Is it confusing? That's a really old song. I bet I made that 7 to 8 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, totally random. We had no idea what that was going to be before. Well, welcome into the Still Dripping Happy Hour. This is your host Mason, and we got a couple down tonight. Got the sickness, but we got Hayes
two on the pup. Two on the pup list. Yes, sir. If you could see the video, I'm in the dark because my head hurts, and there you go. I'm flu gaming it. That's not true. I'm not sick. Mine's just if you're in Nashville or the listening area, you know this time of year, the ups and downs of the weather, the 77 one day, snowing the next, a break in between with some sun, more snow. It just messes my head up.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I said earlier when we were talking before the pod, I get that sickness about twice a year as well. And I think I already got it because when I was going back and forth to Florida, it just hit me pretty hard. Luckily, I was pretty much quarantined from my child and wife, so they didn't get it. And so that was nice. It was an easy way to go about it. But, you know.
Well, let's say, are we talking about two different things? Mine isn't from a lab.
No,
seasonal.
Mine was not either.
Okay, I was just confused.
No, it was just at the time it was when Nashville was going through that cold
from
spell.
From a lab.
No, it was not your starts with a C and ends with an antivirus.
Oh man. Whoa. Spicy to start the year.
Yeah, welcome to 2022.
I love how you said, this is so random. Like all of our podcasts is pretty much random. If y'all saw how we do this, is like an hour before most of the time, unless we have a guest, it is we throw a bunch of ideas onto a Google Drive. And that's about it.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is random.
Well, speaking of guests, we did not promise, but we suggested that Music City Vintage was going to be on this week for the first episode of 2022. Obviously, that didn't happen. We are still trying to figure out schedules. They're probably much busier than we are, so I don't know. Maybe not, but it seems like it.
Yeah,
so
I would say it's fair
because get them on.
Look, this is more. That is their career. That is their livelihood. This is fun. This is hobby for us. And does it does it mix in there sometimes because you're making money from? Yeah, okay, but it's not the same as what I mean. They're paying their bills with this. I'm just trying to go on vacation or get some shoe money.
Yes, 100%, 100%. So we'll put that on us because we probably shot them a message last minute for them. So we'll work on that, and we'll just promise for in 2022 we will have Music City Vintage on.
And multiple guests, because that seems to be a thing that people like. We're working on it. That's something we get absolutely. We're listening to our listeners, and you want guests, and you want more content of actual shoe and sneaker stuff, and you don't want stupid things like politics.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Boom.
I'm gonna start off asking you a question that I asked that I posted on the Instagram story, and we got quite a few responses. So I'm gonna let you go first, and then we can decide. I don't know if we should decide what input from the listeners.
What can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What brought about this question? Was it something?
Yes.
Or you were just bored, or you saw
No,
what
I saw somewhere Watch the Throne comes out on Thursday, which will be tomorrow by the time you're listening to this, if you're listening to it on Wednesday. So the Watch the Throne comes out Thursday, January 6th, according to Sneaker News. I don't know where because I haven't seen them on Sneakers app yet.
I haven't either.
So I'll look that up and let you know later on in the pod. So the question was inspired by the Watch the Throne LeBron nines. And the question is, what album cover inspired sneaker would you create?
Do we want to hit, we got a lot of responses.
Yeah, we can go through those first.
Why don't you do that first?
Okay. The first response I got back was from the only two-time guest, I think, the Nashville Man.
Yes.
And he went with very popular. The artist is going to be very popular in everybody's answer. So the Yeezy Red Octobers and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy
that's
by
a layup.
Kanye. Yeah, absolutely. That would be a beautiful shoe.
Mm-hmm.
He then asked my answer, to which I responded, I'm not sure what shoe, but this will come up in a minute as well from one of our listeners. But I think the cover of 808s and Heartbreak, another Kanye album, I think that cover it's very simple, but I think you could do a lot, especially with the colors on the left side of it. There's just like a almost Witherspoon-esque color palette on going down the side. I really like just the grayish blue album cover background, and then the heart would be really cool to see what you could do with that. Like I said, I'm not sure what shoe. I would think some kind of Air Max, but that'll lead me into another answer. So we got Taylor Cow from the Sneak Peekin' podcast, also another guest that we've had on. He said 808s and Heartbreaks with the Red Octobers.
There we go.
So Red Octobers and Yeezy albums obviously are going to be a nice match. We got Kenneth Cole, who he might have made these at one point already. He said the Eminem show with an Air Max 1 or an Air Max 90. So I know he's had some Eminem Air Max 90s. I think it was Encore was the ones that he did. So those are dope. Drippin' Bourbon, The Chronic, and
of course he would say that.
He said the Pine Green Jordan 1s or the Black and Gold patent ones. The Black and Gold patent ones.
Right.
I'm not a patent fan, but yeah.
For that collab, that would be dope.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chronic was one that popped up that I thought that would be a pretty cool one. Seth, my brother-in-law Seth, as our listeners know him, is Biggie Ready to Die. He didn't say a shoe, but he just said the shoe would be really colorful.
Oh, Jordan 1 Bloodline. That could work.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that would be like a Coogee sweater vibe, colorful.
Okay.
Colorful is what he was going for. And then
the biohacks, like the
biohacks would be good. Yeah.
But I was thinking color, just purely color wise, you might have to go with the Chicago one because it's the same color.
Yeah.
And it's like it's New York.
It's classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Smitty today said, based on Weird Al's Running with Scissors album, he would put that with a Nike Cortez.
So such a Tim answer.
Yeah.
The man has two pairs of shoes, a running sneaker and some work shoes. Right?
Hey. And then we had three from your brother-in-law, Logan.
Mm-hmm. He's creative like that.
Yeah, he said the Weezer's Blue Album and the Nike Air Monarch.
All right. Okay.
You went through a Monarch phase there. I remember.
I never owned a pair.
Owned them, but you wanted some. You thought they were hot.
Accurate.
You thought they were hot.
I did not. That is totally false. Let's be very clear. Never been into the dad sneaker thing. Go back and check the records. That is false. It's not.
This one, 311's self-titled album. Is that 311 or 311? I'm not familiar with that.
You're right.
Okay.
It's a band from the late 90s.
Yeah, their self-titled 1995 album with the SB Chunky Dunk.
Okay.
So we're getting Ben and Jerry's.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, and 311. And then Third Eye Blind's self-titled album with the Converse Chuck Taylor high top. So we're mixing a lot in there. Great answers. So maybe we'll have to. Well, I don't know. What's your favorite among our listeners' post or responses?
I mean, probably Mike's The Chronic or Seth's Biggie. One of those two. It'd be a coin flip for me personally, but that's there. I mean, this is playing to your audience.
Exactly. What would your shoe be? Shoe album.
I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about it, but like one of the coolest record albums covers is Pink Floyd is Dark Side of the Moon. And so I couldn't come up. This is mostly off the top of my head. Like what shoe you'd pair with it. You got a lot of choices, but I kind of thought of the Yeezy Solar was what I thought of with that one, or any Jordan, like Jordan 1 Shadow, right? Something simple, or that the Solar colorway could fit really well with that album cover, which is just like all-time classic.
Yeah, I had a few that I thought, well, it feels like that's already been done. What Kid Cudi album was it? Man on the Moon, I believe. It's kind of a galaxy feel.
Yeah.
And there was another galaxy. I guess the Kanye album that has that same kind of galaxy feel. Was it Stronger? That wasn't the album name.
It was the third. It's the third one. It's the third album.
Yeah. With the
Graduation.
Yeah. It was Graduation. I guess my final answer would be 808s and Heartbreak. I want it on a Nike shoe. Really, I think the 97s would be good. Yeah.
See, that was originally thinking. I was originally thinking Dark Side of the Moon with actually an Air Max 1 or something like that. Air Max 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a fun exercise.
Yeah. Well, we have LeBron to thank for that one. So
nice, LeBron.
Yeah.
Great job. You know how much I love LeBron.
Thank you for super teams, and thank you for that question.
Thank you for confronting social issues.
You just said that everybody hates you when you talk about politics.
I didn't talk about politics. That wasn't political.
You just can't help yourself.
That wasn't political.
All right. Well, I guess we can jump into Inside the Box. Like I already said, we got the LeBron 9 Watch of the Throne. Let's see where those are coming out. What are your thoughts on those? I know we've talked about it a little bit.
Hey, take it or leave it. Don't care either way. Very few LeBron models do I really, really like.
Yeah. I love the 9 in general.
The 9 is dope.
But
I have the South Beaches.
I don't love these.
Yeah, I don't either.
So and
I don't know. It is. Look, if we're being honest, Jordans have had the same problem. Like, how many models in a row have you been like, ugh? You have so much hope, and you're really excited for the announcement, and when they drop, then it's just a wet blanket. And similar with LeBron's. I'm not wrong.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I hate that I'm not wrong. The even remotely close to cool LeBron things that we've had over the course of the last 3 years was that pack where he recreated colorways of the old, he had the Griffey colorways.
So dope.
Yeah, some of those were cool. The concept was cool.
Yeah.
Concept cool. Execution of the shoe, like they're just not shoes that you'd wear out. I'm sure they're good basketball shoes, just like Jordans. I'm sure you can play basketball in Jordans current models. I'm sure you can play basketball in LeBron's. I'm just not gonna wear them to the grocery store or to work.
Yeah, exactly.
They leaned into function and out of what's
fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah. So these
tangent.
Watch the Thrones. There's raffles on social status, feature a ma maniere, and then there's a drop at 10 tomorrow, or 10 on Thursday, January 6th on Bodega. And then for Nike sneakers, it just says coming soon. So no idea when that'll be. Well, stay tuned.
Hey, I got a few things that I've had my eye on. I'm gonna run by you too.
Okay.
So there's a Jordan that's coming out that's not a Jordan model per se. It's not like anything fancy. Have you seen this? The Nike SB Ishod, ISHOD.
Yes, I remember the name.
So it looks
is it
like
the one with the backward swoosh?
yes. Okay, so it looks like it's on the base of I don't know, it's not a Jordan 1. It looks like maybe a Jordan 7. It looks like the sole of close to a 7 mixed with a Nike Air Darwin Rodman shoe.
You're talking about
Yeah,
that one?
okay, yes. And then it's got the mesh of like a Jordan 5.
But this is just a Nike SB, right?
Yeah.
Right,
And
yeah.
it's oddly attractive. And I don't know what it is about it exactly.
So I
There's
actually
a
that
there's an
this is really
olive
funny.
colorway that I kind of like. It's
The wheat,
olive. No, it's like a
is it a different
green.
one?
It's like a dark green. It's hunter green. It's got a little, I don't know, neon
Does it have the mesh
orange
on it?
accent. Yep.
Oh, I don't see
Here's
that
what
one.
I mean. This is from several days ago.
Okay. Yeah.
The bottom one here.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now.
I'm oddly into these. I'm shocked. I don't know why. What it is that
Doesn't shock me too much. When I
hmm,
saw the initial I guess it's called Summit White, I actually had it on the dock to talk about with you because I
hmm,
figured you may like it. Because
really
I don't know why. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, huh, I don't know if it's too low cut
interesting.
for you because I feel like normally you're a higher cut shoe.
Yes.
Um, so that was the only thing that I thought of that I thought you might not like. And it does seem a little I don't know what the word is. A little like try hard, I guess.
A little try. It's more like it's a little it's a
Gim-
little six rings.
Gimmicky.
Maybe that's it. It's a
Yeah.
little that. It's a little spizike,
Yes.
which I don't like that part about it, but I don't know what it is about that
It
shoe.
definitely makes it better that it's not a Jordan.
Yeah.
It has the
That's fair.
features, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't, this olive brown colorway with the red accents is actually a good looking shoe.
Kind of feeling it. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I can't quite explain it.
I could see you rocking them. I don't think I could rock those. I
Interesting.
can't
Well,
rock
thank you.
like
I
dunks.
guess.
Speaking of dunks,
Um,
that'll actually bring me to one of our other things, and I'll interrupt you, and you might be excited by this. You might not care since you already have them. But I follow an Instagram account that says they usually are pretty close to right on their drops or their information, I guess. But they said that the Georgetown dunks, the Panda dunks, and the University Red dunks are restocking like in a shock drop on sneakers. That's from Sneaker Upcomings. And when usually they post about a restock, they posted
they got it.
a day ago, and they usually know. So
I'm 100% in on that. Like I'm totally cool. That's great. I don't care if I have them or not. These are all three shoes that everyone that listens to this should try to get either to rock or to resell.
yeah, I mean
You'll
they're
triple
all
up. You will triple up easily if because they're only usually dunks and lows are about $100 and they'll sell for 3 something. All of them.
yeah. I mean they're all. I feel like the Pandas have probably restocked a ton, but it's just a classic black and white colorway
Yeah,
that
it's so sick.
all three of them are really easy to wear colorways. So
Yeah.
nothing crazy, just very simple.
I
So I
feel like
thought
I've
you'd be
seen
excited by that.
several of those out in the wild recently.
Hmm.
Several pandas. I'll tell you, kind of speaking of that, dude, I've been really surprised how much the New Balance 550 has blown up. But that I've seen several of those out in the wild recently. And every single time I see them, I say to the person, bro, 550's out in the wild. And they all crack up every time I say it, which makes me, man, I'm getting a pair of these at some point. There's a white and burgundy and a blue. I don't necessarily love the colorway. I just want a 550. I don't really care at this point what the colorway would be. Are you a fan of those at all?
550s?
Yeah. No. Too old school. I mean, it's not your. I mean, I know you're the purest of all purists when it comes to this, but
let me see if I can find a colorway that I would like.
Yeah, I thought you liked the Rich Paul ones. More of a Carolina.
I guess, yeah, those are okay. I know I would never wear them. Like, I like the Rich Paul flair to them, per se, if you can call that even flair. But to me, they
just too old man looking for you.
They're old,
very
school,
old man looking,
and I like that vintage look, but they're just old man leather shoes. Like, they remind me of Monarchs too much. Okay. They're cooler than Monarchs, but they just remind me of Monarchs too much.
Oh, I can respect that. I respect your opinion. I want a pair. That being said,
speaking of, I did just something popped into my head, not related to sneakers, but semi-related to sneakers, because you said pandas in the wild. Did you know that all pandas in zoos, all giant pandas, are owned by China? Even if they're born outside of China, they still are owned by China, and their American zoos rent them. I learned this when we were at the San Diego Zoo a couple years ago, and they had some pandas, and it's extremely expensive to rent them.
Yeah. Are you surprised by any of this?
No.
Why aren't you surprised?
Because it's China.
What does that mean?
Hey, if it's a monopoly, you got a monopoly.
100% a monopoly.
You got to use
those people
to your advantage.
Those people don't care. Sweatshops, slave labor, cheap product, don't matter, man.
It says American zoos will shell out up to $1 million a year to rent just one giant panda from China.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Why can't we breed our own freaking pandas?
They're only native to China.
What if you had a male and female and they...
So people, if you rent them, it's in the contract, I believe, that if you rent a male and female and they have a baby, it still belongs to China because the pandas are owned by China.
There's got to be a way that we can...
That black market's got to be huge.
We got to be able to bootleg a panda, a real life panda. I'll just get a cat and paint it, and then maybe if we can crossbreed a cat and a panda, and then come back later on down the line of
I feel like you're getting into Carol Baskin territory here.
Couldn't even tell you what that means. That's
like big cat, you're talking about like a tiger?
No, I'm talking about
to be like
a house cat,
panda king.
You're so stupid. Maybe I should say it differently. Maybe we should start with a grizzly bear, something that's more in that species or kind.
Yeah.
And then we can come back and get a different panda and get something that's close to a panda. Right.
Now that actually just popped another idea.
Here we go.
You're getting a different path down my brain, but I'm trying to bring it back to sneakers. Grizzly dunks would be dope with some Vancouver
gold customs,
all brown.
Okay, it's cold.
Some like teal and red, like the Vancouver Grizzly colors. That would be a good dunk right
with
there.
With some
fur on it. Ooh. Yes.
No, I would never wear anything that had fur on it. There's got to be some texture that's fur like a leatherish, like a
like his Scooby-Doo dunks. They had some hair on it.
They did have a little bit of hair.
Yeah,
like a mustache.
That's easily make those into Grizzly dunks.
All right, I got a couple others that I've had my eye on for a while.
Okay, go for it.
We got the Rui Hachimuras coming February
Mm-hmm.
18th. The official pictures dropped today. He hasn't even played a game this year, which I was Googling, and it just says personal matters, which that's odd. But they are so sick. Now, the more I look at them, I think it's a classic situation of I don't think I could wear them. I love them. Don't think they will be for me in terms of wearing. Any and everybody should try to get them and sell them or keep them as a prize, but they are brown, which love brown sneakers to death. They're wheat. They've got some red accents. It's the Jordan 8, so it's got the double straps from 93. They are just absolutely filthy. So you should get those. On a
I
not
I
good.
have to. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I have to agree on the eights. So if the listeners don't know, I'm trying to work my way to a Jordan clock, 1 through 12. I don't have eights. The only eights I want are Aqua eights, and I had an
Mhm.
opportunity to buy them for. They were used, and I think they were 150, maybe less. It was a good deal, regardless. I don't remember what it was, um, but I couldn't do it in the moment. I
Yeah,
think
they're a tough
the
buy.
yeah, because I know I can't wear them. So when the
Yeah,
clock is up on the wall, maybe I'll buy them then. But like you said, with eights, I can't do
it's
it.
tough. I think it's the straps, and I love the straps, but it makes them a difficult wear unless you're. I don't even know the circumstances. Like you're going to a basketball game and you're wearing some sweatpants. It's not a shoe that you're going to wear to work, and I think it's
Yeah.
the straps. Either way, follow you. Agreed. I thought I'd get. I think I had some Aqua Eights, and I either sold them for really cheap or I gave them away. I thought
Yeah, I think you
that wasn't to you. Did I offer them to you?
offered them to me. I believe. I think I told you needed to sell those.
Okay. Probably because they're eights.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I got them on the drop. They weren't hard to
Yeah.
get. I mean, at that point, either way.
Hey,
So, do you want to get these? Go ahead.
I, that reminded me. I've got a game that I want to play with you that I learned about on a website this week, and we'll do that when Outside the Box comes on. So I
Okay.
think that I've only got two more for Inside the Box news.
I got a couple too.
There's a couple of Air Jordan 1 low golf shoes coming out that
Oh
look
yes,
super dope.
100%. You first, you
Shadow
got to start.
colorway.
You got to golf though first.
Yeah, I got into it a little bit last summer, but
Yeah,
this year I've got to build on
it's
that. I've got to
time.
build
It's
on the
time.
momentum. These Air Jordan 1 Shadows,
Oh,
original Shadow
so sick.
colorway, low golf shoes. Also, I think there's a white and a gray pair, or like a
Yep.
gray and white Jordan 1 low. That is it's the perfect golf shoe. We've
Yep.
talked about Jordan golf shoes for a while. Yes, no, going back and forth. A low top, the low top fives are goofy. Low top
Yep.
ones, we talked about last
Totally
episode.
work.
Regular, just non golf shoes, they work. So just put some golf spikes on them, and it's
Hmm.
brilliant. Nothing, nothing
I
better
think.
than
I think what over the course of however many episodes we've now done this, I would argue that the Jordan 1 Shadow OG is the perfect shoe. It might be the absolute perfect shoe.
I mean, both of us are gonna vote that, but I don't know about the other two on our podcast.
More so than probably anything in my collection. I think it is the absolute perfect shoe. I'll buy I will be a it will be a shoe that I will always have a pair of. Period.
Yeah,
And I'll
yeah,
just re-up and they're expensive as crap now, but I will
but
always have a pair.
they are expensive as crap. And but if you're gonna wear them, you can buy used. I mean,
That's true.
I
And I don't
couldn't.
care. I'm trying to wear
Yeah,
them.
right, exactly. So I feel like I'm buying used from now on.
You
Well,
me tell me tell you my
go.
other stuff that I've noticed.
Yep.
By the way, now I'm just totally yeah. A 12 Jordan 1 Shadow on StockX right now. The last sale was 548.
It's
I
not
got mine
too
for
bad.
retail. I retailed
You
those.
got retail, nice.
Yeah. So was that 2008? That was 4 years ago now.
2018.
2018. Good grief, man. That is insane.
Was that when those came out?
Wow. Yeah, that was the last drop.
Wow. I
Wow.
uh I bought mine at round 2,
Mm,
Richmond, before it got looted.
mm. You know
Uh,
what I will end up with before it's all said and done? Probably sooner than later. Similar is I wanted these when they came out and then I held off. Is the Jordan 1, it's the Shadow Patina, the rust. It's got the I'm
yes.
looking at them right now. I forgot. Those will be ones that I have um sooner than later. They're a great deal too, man. Even a size 12 right now, 230. It's not bad
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
that's not bad.
I will have those. I mean, it's close enough to a Shadow, but just different. Where I think of those are, I've always thought those really dope from the beginning. Just a slight difference. This rust looking color is cool. Anyway, I'm sorry. Just popped up. Okay. So we talked about the Roy Hachimura. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Did you see these uh Prada Adidas?
I don't believe I did.
Okay, so number one, let's be clear. There's a high and a low. The retail on the high, do you want to take a guess? Don't look at it.
Oh,
Guess.
before I look, let's see. Prada Adidas 1250.
Okay. Do you want to guess on the low as well? Because there's a high top and a low top.
Oh, 1,000.
Very close, actually. So the high is 1120. The low is 850. And they are trash. And what is this phenomenon right now of putting a little coin purse or pouch on shoes? Like, remember when Sean Witherspoon did that with that model
Yeah.
of whatever that was?
I
They're
mean, Travis
hideous. There
Scott
is,
was made it
oh,
big, right?
bro, there is a coin purse on your what the heck are you supposed to do with this little nut sack that's hanging on your I'm sorry. That's the worst thing I've said in episodes, multiple episodes. But it looks like there is a scrotum on the top of the tongue of the lows, and then it's hanging off your ankle on on the outside of your ankle. If you get the and 1120 $1,120.
They're pretty hideous.
They are trash. Like, do not go that way. Even if it's a resale, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
The last thing that's related is there is this. I'm gonna have to share this because you got to go look at the comments. Okay, there's the comments of this shoe are so great. Okay, so the Union Jordan 2 that's about to come out, the
Which
colorway that's
color?
called the Rattan, the rat. Is that how you say that? Rattan,
Sure.
Rattan, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so Nice Kicks, if you follow them on Twitter, they posted this picture of a person, I'll just say it that way, holding the sneaker. Well, the person has really hairy arms and tattoos and then painted fingernails. And the comments on this is hilarious. But it's very odd when you see it, you're like, the heck? And I know and most of the comments go like this. I know it's 2021, 2022 and all, but this is confusing and weird as heck to see this man's hand with painted fingernails, hairy arm with tats holding the shoe. And it's distracting from the shoe. Like, you don't even pay attention. You're like, what is this hairy arm dude with painted fingernails holding this shoe? Like, what the crap? It's just hilarious comments. Like, one of my favorite ones is the more and more y'all look at this, the more wild this photo gets. And it's not even referring to the shoe. It's this hair. Do you see what I'm talking about?
No, they
I'll
didn't
put
post
it
it
on
on
our
their
Instagram.
Instagram.
It's on the Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I'll send this to you, man. This is I mean, you just see it and you're like so thrown off. Like, it's not even about the shoe. It's like, this is obviously a man. Call whatever you want to call it. Like, it's a man with um traditional tattoos, hairy arms with red painted fingernails. It's very peculiar and distracting from the actual fact that they're shoe, which is the shoe's growing on me.
You said it was the Union too.
Here it comes. Check your text.
Oh, it is. I found the tweet.
Is this so weird?
Yeah, that
is so distracting. Like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Like,
I also feel like
never mind. I'm going to get on a tangent.
These pictures aren't official, right? That's a very identifiable person. Whoever leaked that got fired.
You think so?
No, they probably are already out there in stores, so it's probably just somebody who just got them in. But yeah, that is a very weird picture. You definitely have to post that on Instagram.
Yeah, you guys tell us what you think about this picture. It's just weird. It's just anyway. There you go.
I guess comments are hilarious.
It is very much worth go look at these tweets. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I think the only other shoe that I was going to bring up was it had to do with, I posted it earlier this week, the Jordan His and Hers CMFT.
Oh yeah.
Major Easter vibes. Those shoes are dope. I don't know what, I feel like it could be contentious about what other people think, but I'm assuming by your reaction you liked them.
Yes. 100%. Great idea, great concept. I like both of them even.
Yeah, if Haley said she would wear them if I could get both. So maybe her first pair of Jordans coming up.
There you go.
We'll see. Now I guess we can move into outside the box. And before we get started, since it's just you and me and we love the NBA and basketball, I'm sure you've been to Basketball Reference before, the website.
Mm-hmm.
So they have 10 players, maybe 12 players on their website, like right when you go to the website on the homepage. And
I haven't been there in a while, so I'm not.
But it's
if you're 10 gonna quiz me, I'm doing it on the fly.
All right, 10 random players. We'll just keep it simple for you. You know colleges. So I'm not going to go through all of them because some of them I feel like are pretty easy. Actually, Marvin Bagley III is on here. I know.
Yeah, we don't know where he went.
But let's see. I don't know all of these, so
let's go. I'm doing this on the fly. Like no hands, Mom.
All right, Al-Farouq Aminu,
Wake Forest.
Keith Booth. Can't even say I know who that is.
Clemson. There's another Booth, but I don't think it's that one.
ACC
There's a Maryland.
Right. Maryland. Wow.
Okay.
That is incredible.
I'm sorry. There was there's another that was
you think maybe
was the one I was originally thinking about, but I thought there was a more current Booth that went to Clemson. That's fine. I knew who that was.
More recent guy, Bonzie Colson.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Now, this guy shares a name with a famous announcer, but this guy is a big man named Mark Jackson.
Temple.
I'll have to double check you on that one.
You don't have to check. No idea. You don't have to check. It's true.
I've never even heard of this guy.
Oh, it's MARC. Mark Jackson. Yep.
Wow. That is incredible. He also played at VCU, but yes, he played at Temple.
Boom.
Wow. That is incredible. I've never even heard of some of these players.
Well, good. Let's see what
Christian Wood.
He's in Houston now. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. I know this. Oh, my goodness. It's going to kill me. Come back. That will come to me.
Okay. I've never heard of this. Well, I mean, I've heard of this name before, but I'm not sure. Or we might have to ask a few clarifying questions. This guy's name is Chris Smith.
New Mexico? That Chris Smith?
No, he played at two different colleges. His brother is J.R. Smith.
Oh, I don't remember. They're from New Jersey, so I mean Rutgers, I'd guess. That's a pure guess. Like that's one.
Yeah,
100% a guess.
good guess. He started out at Manhattan College and then transferred to Louisville.
Louisville. Okay, that rings a bell now that you're saying that.
Yeah, he is probably 2011,
Okay.
2012.
Fun fact, J.R. Smith was going to go to Carolina.
I did know that. Yeah, that's why I thought that one might be for you. Now, I've never heard of this guy. This guy looks like he played before Dr. J. Yeah, his NBA debut was 1968. How comfortable are you in that?
I don't care. I'm going to do whatever. So let's give it to me.
Stu Lance.
Oh, no, I don't know it.
Went to Nebraska. This is how old this guy was. He was drafted by the San Diego Rockets.
Stu Lance. Holy crap. Couldn't even tell you who that is. You got me.
Davion Mitchell. That one's easy.
Baylor.
Yeah. And
Christian Woods, UNLV. This isn't fun for these people. This is only fun for me. Like, we got to move on.
Yeah, we can move on. All right. Yep, you're right. That was just for our entertainment, so we may shorten that down. All right. Outside the box news, I've got but you had a story last week that you refrained from that was Hayes ripped his pants. That's all
that
I've
was
got
last
in my notes.
week.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
This story happened before Christmas, but I'll tell it. I don't know. Why are we talking about that?
I have no idea.
Okay. We're going Christmas shopping. The place I'm employed does Christmas shopping for kids. And so they gave us all money and you got into a team and then you went to Christmas shop for kids. It was actually really cool. I love doing that every year, honestly. And we're getting in a coworker's car. And I don't know. I think my pants get hung on the door and it rips my back pocket, like significantly. I mean, it's a pretty significant rip. And like we're having to come back to work. Okay. So we go shopping, we go eat lunch. I'm getting out of the car and I feel it tear more. And now you can like see my underwear like at this point. And I got so angry. I literally ripped it as far as I could rip it. And then we walk into the restaurant. I mean, you could see my thigh now. Like it is probably an 18 to 24-inch rip now. Because I was so angry. And so, of course, they're like, I can't go back to work this way, guys. We're going to have to go to TJ Maxx or something so I can get some jeans. Just a quickie. Oh, dude, listen. So listen, they also, this can be related. They'd never even heard of the Goodwill outlet. And so I was like, we were in Nashville and I was like, hey, we can go to the Goodwill outlet. What's that? I'm like, oh, I mean, it's an experience. And they lasted like 2 minutes in there. It was not long. And
it's not for the faint of heart.
It was not. But then I thought, okay, I guess I could have gotten some Goodwill jeans. No, I went to TJ Maxx. I got some other jeans. I took my pants off in the parking lot and put the new pants on. Threw them away, but that was it. I don't know what I don't remember the context of me bringing that up was, but
yeah, I don't either.
I was so mad. I just ripped my pants. It's literally a 24-inch rip. I was so angry, so stupid.
That is
waiting
hilarious.
In line to buy these pants while my butt cheek is exposed was pretty humorous as well.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've got and we'll move on to our next segment, the Still Trippin' Loser of the Week, presented by Urban Meyer. Fortunately for him, he stayed out of the news this week, as far as I know. It sounds like Nice Kicks might be your nominee.
Maybe,
but I've also got one. Do you have any others?
I'm not gonna take your. I don't know. You might even bring this up. As a not UT fan, I could say the refs at the UT game. Were you going to say that?
That wasn't, but that's a good one.
That could be definitely a loser. Man, flashbacks to the 2010 Music City Bowl when I was there and you've heard that story on this podcast.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Wow.
I mean, it was, so here's my experience of the day. We got invited by one of Haley's best friends to sit in the suite with her family.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we got to take Elliot to his first football game, his first athletic event besides like a 7-year-old soccer game. So it was fantastic. We left at the third quarter, so I missed all of the scoring in the last 5 minutes, but it was a great game for him to just chill. And he got, I mean, it can only go down for him for sure. Now. So,
but it was a really bad call to end the game. That was,
absolutely.
I didn't even think it was questionable. And I'm not even a UT guy, but I feel like that is those people could be losers of the week.
Yeah, I would say that. The other nominee that I had, and that one might win out, but you and I individually had more passing yards than the New York Giants this week. So the New York Giants had -10 passing yards. So congratulations. We beat the New York Giants in passing yards. So,
I got one more hot take. Okay. Could we at this point say that science could be a loser of the week, given that how many people have the unicorn virus and that are vaccinated? Could we say that science might be a loser of the week?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that. I still
anyway. Or I don't know. I've been calling it the Unicron, and then I make the Transformer sound.
You are ridiculous. Oh yeah. Man. We're not going to get into that anymore.
Yeah, all right. That's good. There you go.
Another segment. We're just running through segments today. We got time.
Busting it wide open.
Busting it. Top 5. Let me hit the music.
What do you got? This is news to me too. 5 on it. Got it good. Oh, there's the theme song.
There comes the song. I shared my New Year's resolution last week. Every year is reading 15 books. So give me your top 5 books.
What kind of stupid question is that to ask me? That's the dumbest question to ask me. I'm not talking about books.
Non-readers have to have a good set of books, right?
Yeah, non-readers.
I've only read like 7, so you can only pick 5 of them.
Do you have 5? Because I'm not going to be an exciting 5 to want to hear.
I'll give you 5 after you go.
Like, I literally can't think of one.
Not even one.
Dude, I did that. Say that to that literally. I literally can't think of one. I don't enjoy reading.
All right, let me see if I can get 5 in here.
I was going to say, what's your 5 goals for the new year? If you had 5
goals,
if you had 5 still dripping goals, what would it be?
Just involved with still dripping?
Yeah, just for fun. Would it be like number of listens, number of followers? Like we put merch out would be a goal.
I've given up on that one. But sure, I'll try to help with some merch.
You've been really active on the Instagram this week. Like that's
which one do you want? Yeah, which one do you want? Still dripping goals or my top 5 books?
Either.
I'll do both. All right, top 5 books. I got Long Walk to Freedom, which is Nelson Mandela's biography. I'm very nonfiction, so I know a lot of people hate that, but so Nelson Mandela's biography. The Stuart Scott biography, that is an amazing book.
Go Heels.
It'll not teach you, but he talks about being a father, and I don't know, that's like one of my favorite books. It's very cool to hear his story. And he wrote it while he had cancer. That's called Every Day I Fight. After that, those are definitely the top 2. I like the Bob Goff books. Like Love.
I think I read one of those.
What's it
Love
called?
Does.
Love Does. Yes,
I read that.
That's a good one. Okay, actually, before that one, number 3 in the top 3 would be Same Kind of Different as Me. It's about a homeless guy who like transforms, like this art dealer and this homeless guy like transform the homeless population in Dallas, Texas, just because they start having conversations with each other. That one was really cool. I think I'm gonna end it there because there's four for you.
Hmm.
And now, what'd you say? Still dripping goals. All right, I'll try to give five. I think.
Tag team it. We can tag team the
All
five.
right, yeah. I think we need to have a in-person podcast.
That's a good goal.
We got to get Dan up here. We got to have an in-person podcast. That'd be dope. I think. I don't know. I want to keep going with the podcast, but I know our commitment was let's do it for a year. So I don't know where Dan and Landon stand on that. If they don't want to keep going after a year, that's fine. But I feel like we should make it to a year for all four of us, and then we can decide what we want to do after that. But make it to a year. So I think we're 7 episodes away. That's not too hard. What else you got?
I want to have like a guest that's of really note. Not that that's not disrespect to anybody we've had on so far, but like somebody that we would call a celebrity. I want to, and I bet it's out of nowhere, just something that pops up and you're like, man, we got somebody crazy that would blow our minds. We're like, I cannot believe that we got that person.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Kind of surprise ourselves. That'd be dope. What random person would you be like, oh, I would love to interview that guy?
I mean, the first things that come into my head is something related to music in Nashville. Would be. I mean, I feel like that's the most realistic that could happen too.
I was just saying in general, just like somebody that sparks you is very interesting.
John Morant.
Ooh, that's a great one. I'm looking at my bookshelf up here, and one of the first books that I looked at was Jalen Rose. The Unfilteredness of Jalen Rose. His book is a good one. You would love it. He has a bunch of crazy stories in there. So yeah, he would be unfiltered, and that would be insane. But I think that might be unrealistic. So
like fashion, like Kelly Oubre would be I mean, think people that are in this topic, the sneaker world, that kind of.
We already mentioned him once on the podcast, but J.R. Smith.
I think he was J.R. Smith. He's playing golf now too. Like, how cool of an interview would that be? I know.
That would be so dope. Maybe we could do the podcast. So we get those mics that stay on our shirt, and we'll do it on the golf course. We'll just golf with J.R. Smith.
Do that too.
That'd be so dope.
He seems like the kind of guy that would do that. Right? Crazy.
I think we'd have to just spend a lot of money on those mics, but maybe we could probably do it with our phones. Just all join a Zoom, put it in our pocket, put an AirPod in, and go for it. That'd be a dope podcast.
Yeah.
I think that was 4, right? We need one more. Yeah, that
sounds good.
Oh, that sounds good.
I feel like merch has got to be a goal.
All right.
If I make it a goal, I say it out loud. That's a goal. We're going to do that. I'm going to do that because I'm owning that. So if it doesn't happen, it's my fault.
All right. Well, besides the Watch the Thrones, I don't know what else is coming out this week. So
it seems it's a very low key week of drop stuff because everybody shot their shots at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I would say look out for restocks. So for example, this week I was going to say this is stupid. I feel like this is rolling the dice a bit, but I feel like it's pretty safe. Do you know Cactus Plant Flea Market, Mason?
Yeah, I followed them a little bit.
All right, so they put lots of merch. They did a lot of Kanye's merch for various things. So there was a shock restock of hoodies of theirs that I rolled the dice. I got 2 of them. I'll tell you, they were $290 each, which is I cannot believe I spent almost $600 on 2 hoodies, but they typically sell in the 4s. So I'm rolling the dice there. I would just say be on the lookout for restock stuff generally, but there's nothing good this week that you should go for, especially on sneakers, or there's no big shoe drops.
Yeah. I guess we mentioned earlier the shock drop or restock of the dunks could be coming on sneakers. So have your sneaker apps open. Make sure you refresh a bunch. Get your dedication score up. Don't know how that works, but speaking of dedication scores, get your Still Dripping dedication score up and go and subscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe.
Hit the DMs and we'll send you a shirt or something.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do on this post or on this story that I just sent out. I'll post everybody's answers.
Do that.
We got another one as after we started
podcasting.
Let's see.
Man, I'm so proud of you being so involved this week on that.
I know these two.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Jay Sexton says Nirvana, Nevermind, plus any University Blue Jordan.
Okay.
He said more, but I'm not going to post his response because it was a little vulgar.
Where are you seeing all these answers?
If you click on our story and you swipe up when it's on that question, you can see the responses.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you could do this. Look at this.
Yeah.
You just told me something new.
Then you can reply to them. So I can post it to our story, like their reply.
Okay. Well, I'll let you do that because I don't know how to do that, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Got more engagement there. So, I'll keep sending it to people directly, make them feel like they need to respond. I guess another goal that I would have for the Still Dripping is we need to send something of an appreciation gift to our past guests. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It'd be really cool if we had merch.
Oh, I could. So we got this new machine here that I've been talking. I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast. Maybe I'll make them like a keychain, a Still Dripping keychain.
You make a keychain.
Put it on their desk. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Because I want custom. I want to do a custom shirt where I've already talked about this. So now I got to execute.
All right, execution. Execution is worship. That's what I've heard.
Ooh. Wow. Maybe that's something that you learned today.
Maybe it is. I guess we've already run through it. So remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at StillDrippingTN. Follow the cards.
Cookies on the bottom shelf. That's going to be a shirt. 100.
And yeah, I just told you what I learned today. So Hayes, why don't you tell us what you learned today?
What did I learn? I learned that I didn't learn anything real good today. I had a headache. So, bop babaluda badang ding dong. Shlimmy ding ding dong. Da 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 da.
Yep, we're roulette now.
Roulette, 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 roulette.
Me, myself, and I.
A really slowed down version of that.
Hope we don't get taken off YouTube for this. You own it, so we should.
Take us off. I don't own that.
But you made the beat. You don't own that sound though.
I don't own the sample.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yep.
Happy New Year.
Oh, that's a good ride out.